most traders use the exponential moving average, EMA, the wrong way. They wait for the crossover, enter late, and blame the strategy. But the real advantage is hidden in what happens before the entry. They see the EMA 21 cross above the EMA 34 and buy immediately. But what happens next? Sometimes the market continues its upward trend, but many times price will pull back, create a fake breakout, and hit their stop loss. Why? Because moving averages are lagging indicators. They show you what has already happened. They don't tell you where the smart money is coming in. That's why we need confirmation. Instead of asking, did the EMA cross? We ask, does the market structure support this entry? First, let's make the initial settings. Add two exponential moving averages, EMA 21, EMA 34. When the EMA 21 is above the EMA 34, we look for buying opportunities. When the EMA 21 is below the EMA 34, we look for selling opportunities. But we do not enter immediately after the intersection. The intersection only shows us the possible direction. Our task is to wait for the ideal situation. But everything does not add up here. These are just some of the important confirmations that we must confirm and use to enter so as not to lose. Now this is where this strategy starts to show its true power. The first filter we add to the EMA 21 and EMA 34 strategy is the market structure and smart money concepts, or SMC. Because the biggest mistake most traders make is thinking that the EMA tells them everything. But the reality is, the EMA can only show us the general direction of the movement. For a buy trade, the first thing we want to see is a clear bullish structure. This means that the market should be able to make higher highs and make higher lows. This means that the power is in the hands of the buyers. But there is one important point. After a strong upward move, we should not chase the price. Many novice traders make exactly this mistake. When they see a big green candle, they quickly enter the buy. But professional traders usually don't do this. They wait for a price correction or pullback. Where is our best entry now? Example of entry. How to enter, suppose EMA 21 is above EMA 34. This means that the short-term trend is up. The price starts to correct and returns to the EMA range. At the same time, the price enters an order block or demand zone. Here, we don't just have one signal anymore. We have several confirmations together. Trend direction with EMA entry position, with SMC price return to an important area. This is exactly what we are looking for. We don't want to enter a trade in the middle of a big move for no reason. We want to enter where the market is most likely to react. For sell trades, we do the exact opposite. EMA 21 should be below EMA 34. The market structure should be bearish. That is, the market makes lower lows and lower highs. Then we wait for the price to correct. When the price returns to a resistance area or a bearish order block, we look for confirmation to enter. So in summary, the EMA tells us which direction to trade, the market structure tells us who has the power, and the SMC helps us find the best entry point. But we won't enter the trade yet, because there is one more important confirmation left. A confirmation that can make our entry point more precise, and that is none other than the Fibonacci filter. We draw the Fibo from the bottom, that is, the floor to the ceiling of the current price, to know where the price of the main bill is, and we also need the confirmation of the candle to enter. We mark the important area. When the price reaches the area and confirms, we should also look at the Fibo confirmation, but the confirmation of the candle is very important here. So the candle must be strong and confirmed so that we can enter. So the confirmation of the candle and the confirmation of the SMC must be there to register the entry. Then we go to the entry. We know the stop below the area or the previous price floor, so the TP should also be the ceiling and the confirmation of the previous ceiling or the liquidity of our price. Another more complete example. Now let's look at a real example of this strategy. Let's say on the chart, we are looking for a buy position. The first thing we look at is the general direction of the market. We see that the EMA 21 is above the EMA 34. This means that the short-term momentum of the market is bullish, and we are only looking for buying opportunities for now. But as we said, we do not trust only the EMA cross. The next step is to examine the market structure. On the chart, we see that the price has made a new high and then a correction has started. This means that the market has made an upward move and is now turning around to find liquidity and new orders. Here we turn to the SMC. We examine the last strong upward move before the price growth. In that area, we find a bullish order block. This is the area where we expect large buy orders to enter the market. Now the price is turning towards this area, but we don't enter the trade yet. Why? Because touching a zone alone is not enough. Many traders make a mistake here. They buy just because the price has reached the order block. But that zone may be broken. So we wait for the next confirmation. Now we check the Fibonacci. We measure the previous upward movement and place the Fibonacci on it. We see that the order block zone is located exactly near the 50% or 61.8% Fibonacci level. This is where things get more interesting, because now three important factors are coming together: EMA 21 above EMA 34, and confirmation of the uptrend order block and market structure with SMC important Fibonacci zone for price correction. But one question still remains. When should we enter the trade? This is where the candlestick confirmation comes in. We are waiting for the price to show a clear reaction in this area. For example, a bullish engulfing candle is formed. That is, a strong green candle completely covers the previous bearish candle. Or a candle with a long lower shadow is formed, which shows that the sellers tried to push the price lower, but the buyers took control again. When this confirmation candle is formed, we now have enough reason to enter. Entry point: after the confirmation candle closes. Stop loss: below the order block or the last valid market low. Trade target: it can be the previous market high, or it can be determined based on the risk-reward ratio. For example, if our stop loss is 10 pips, we can look for at least 20 to 30 pips of profit. Now here is the important point. We did not enter the trade because the EMA crossed. We did not enter because the price only reached the Fibonacci. We entered because several powerful reasons came together at one point. This is the difference between an emotional trade and a planned trade. Example of a sell trade. We apply the exact same logic in reverse for selling. The 21 EMA is below the 34 EMA. The market structure is bearish. The price makes an upward correction. It reaches a bearish order block. This area coincides with the 50 or 61.8 Fibonacci level. Then a bearish confirmation candlestick, such as bearish engulfing or a candlestick breaking through resistance, is formed. Here we can look for a sell entry. The golden point is, the EMA does not tell us where to enter. The EMA only shows the direction. So friends, in this video, we saw how we can improve a simple EMA 21 and EMA 34 strategy with some powerful confirmation. If you like this style of combined and practical trading tutorials, be sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next videos. Here is a video about comparing general strategies that are easy to learn.